But what I want to say, without further ado, I would like to move forward with the program for this day. And we are having very interesting talk, a very interesting fireside chat, which is titled "By Challenges with AI Implementation in Organization." And my panelist or co-host or whatever we're going to call it is going to be Bojan Jovic, who is the director of Center of Excellence of Avaya. So Bojan, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I believe, like I told who was on previous session with me and Natalie, we really try to bring the industry leaders who really have a vast experience about what they are talking. So basically, Bojan has, I think, over 15 years.
Over 15 years, yes, in different industries.
That's right.
But before that, I would just like to thank you for inviting me. And it's amazing what you have organized. And it's definitely a proof that with hard work, magic can happen. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much for these kind words. This is really hard to say from not only from my side but also from the whole team who is doing like also like while we are having here talks, for example, Mark team is already doing everything that they need to do for the conference.
Absolutely.
What I want to say that we are going to have 3 rounds of let's say questions and answers. We would like to give you some kind of answer or at least to think about it. So we had said how to do digital transformation from traditional to new age software company. This is something I believe it can be very interesting. Also, like not that, but we can talk about Kuhn and Nagel as well. I think that's going to be very cool. Second group is going to be what comes first, finding AI use cases versus developing AI team. I think that many of the companies and corporations have these thoughts in their head. And last but not the least is the leadership role in pushing changes across the silos, which we saw during this and yesterday day, I believe tomorrow as well, it can be one of the major setbacks for further implementation of AI. So I would like to ask you on the first place, Bojan, of course, like I said, you have complete and utter trust that you can also like diverge from my question and also include some other experience in yours. But how has the Avaya journey been in transforming from a traditional to a new age software company using AI?
Perfect. I would like to focus on different angles of transformation. Basically, transformation or adopting AI is not about only adopt AI. It's complete switch of the organization, how organization thinks, how they operate, what are the values that they are providing to their stakeholders. And in general, maybe a good example would be the logistics company that made a transition from very traditional company to new age, high-end, data-driven organization. As an example, from this example, I will try to give you the informations or my insights, what are actually needed things to do this transition. So basically, if you can name the traditional organization and traditional industry, that would be definitely logistics. So logistics is the same for 1,000 of years. So every war starts and finishes with a lack of logistics. But at the same time, every disruptions creates a lot of opportunities to innovate. And Kuhn and Nagel recognized that moment somewhere 2012, 2013. And basically, they started to reshaping their business. And I see my colleagues here from telecommunication companies. At that time, the gap between telco companies and the logistics providers was like, I trust 10 to 15 years. Today, this gap is very low, very low. So today we are talking about every single company to become as a technology company. So what is important is clear and visionary leadership, which is definitely needed for this transition. Creation of solid data background
Okay.
as a backbone, and also culture, or spreading the culture throughout the whole organization, from the bottom to the top.
Okay, I think that you already covered a little bit of the next question as well. This is totally fine. So I would like also like critical lessons, what you have learned. This is what is important to have. But if you're maybe willing to also share, what do you think that maybe you have seen as some mistakes that you made on this transition that in the first look seems as this is going to be total success, complete success, and you see after the process, okay, we didn't calculate this, and this. Can you share some practical example, one or two, not more than that?
Of course. If I compare Avaya and Kuehne+Nagel,
Even better.
they have different industries, but challenges are on both sides. Kuehne+Nagel wanted to address the situation where they cannot provide the full visibility of supply chain to their customer. So they have implemented some of the new technologies like blockchain, like IoE, Internet of Things, IoT. And by doing this, they managed to offer to the clients full visibility of supply chain. I will explain later why is that important. On the other hand, Avaya wanted to offer to their clients customer-centric approach. So they are using technology such as Gen AI, and cloud.
Okay.
What is really needed there? Talent and culture. That needs to be built from the very beginning. Change management is always a tricky part and can be a huge failure if it's not treated well. I witnessed one situation where actually already during the kickoff phase I knew that the project will be disaster, and as usual starts with most common last word, I will automate all. The question was how many people you have. Each business leader explains how many people they have, and the PM said, I will automate them all. From that moment, I know, so couple million later, we all find out that the project failed, of course. What is also a typical mistake is that do we have any finance person here?
At least two.
Okay.
Three. You're also finance person, come on.
Yeah. Okay. So they must be our best friends. We tend to forget that return of investment is very important, that KPIs, which are quantitative, both quantitative and qualitative, are very important. And don't forget to use cost per FT, cost per transaction, cost per whatever, because at some point your CFO will definitely ask for these results. Qualitative measures are also important, but when we present our results on the board, CFO asks about financials.
Okay, this is understandable. I have talked with many people like regarding that, and there is a different approach in different industries. What I have found, when you also have, for example, very strong, how to say, technical leader inside of organization, I saw that people do, and for sure, if he bring the results in money wise, and if he said, I will not like to waste my time on the smaller project to define KPIs. I would like to pivot project until we are ready for scaling, and then we can define KPI. And when you have strong, what I saw that when you have a strong technical leader, actually this change and traditional transformation is much easier because you're focusing what is return of investment, because he understands across the silos, across the organization, this is going to be a good thing. And after, when he prove it, it can be done, because of course sometimes it's only vicious. You start a project and you see it's not possible, like of course automate all of course you know from the start it's a bad one, but this was not something that was at that moment, like totally different type of approach that okay, let's pivot more ideas, and the ideas who really work, let's focus on them. So also return of investment from both sides in that terms, from the time and the resources you have as an organization. And we talk about resource of organization, this is the excellent, like let's say, bridge to the second part of the story, and that is what is more important, finding AI use cases versus developing AI teams. And my question to you is, in your experience, what comes first?
Depends.
Okay.
It really depends on the size of the organization. It really depends on the maturity of organization. Where are you at the moment? So if you are a complete beginner,
okay,
if you, I wouldn't even say small company, but if you're a beginner, then it's I would say it's much easier to start with outsourcing. So outsource and let them try to help you to find the best user case.
okay,
If you're already familiar with AI, you have a strategy around your AI, build your team. Build your team for the future. This is absolutely needed.
So in your opinion, like if you're talking about the, let's see, first having like, if I can just have like recapitulation, first to have like strong leadership, then to have some kind of strategy where you would like to go while building outsourcing like with teams, and after that when you have governance set in place, this is the moment you should focus much more on building teams, if I understand.
Absolutely. Many AI projects, many projects are falling apart because of the lack of leadership and a lack of connection with the strategy. So AI must be incorporated in strategy. Innovation should resolve the business issue.
Of course.
And this correlation between, or alignment between innovation, business problem,
okay,
and operational reality has to be aligned. Without operational reality, most probably we will be not so successful.
This is excellent, like I think excellent like message, because I think it crosses around what I've always seeing and heard, like almost every like professionals, both decision makers are saying this thing. Let's focus on what business problem we can solve with what is realistically to solve. And I think this is very important when we are talking about most of the AI projects in the end and data projects in the there is most of them actually fail when go into production, because many different things are set in motion, not maybe in the right place. So my question is, could you share examples of successful data projects and what, in your terms, set them apart from less effective ones?
I mentioned Kuehne+Nagel at the beginning, and I will choose the project that actually helped the organization to become a data-driven company. That's a platform that was created and called KN World. Let's call it like that. The idea was to offer the opportunity to their clients to have a full access of the supply chain. Overview of the project was that actually they want to integrate and collect informations from different points, from different platforms, from customers, then from ports, from customs, from carriers, and of course informations from IoT devices.
Okay.
By doing this, they managed to give the full visibility of the supply chain, and every single moment you could know where your shipment is. You can also plan your business. You can react faster if there is a need. Also, you can predict some issues during the whole way. And at the end, why is that important? Because first, you're empowering your client. Secondly, you're giving him a powerful tool to create a product with higher incentive.
Okay.
And that was I would say, a critical moment in the organization. Why it was successful? Because they offered a customer-centric tool.
Okay.
Integration was seamless through the whole channels, through the whole data provider. Also, they gave the opportunity to work with with deep learning and to have predictive analytics.
Okay.
And what is from the client perspective, synergy of all these mentioned, that's a business impact to their business. What I mentioned, so they gave to the client very powerful tool.
Okay.
And this is definitely so. What is success here? You know the issue that you want to address. You know your client. You have all informations ready to be incorporated in a platform, and there is a clear strategy. What is the direction that you want to follow? So these are all critical points that needs to be addressed and make a difference between successful and less successful project.
This is like this is like awesome. Like this is very true. What I've seen, like in like talking with many of the companies, of course, and discussing some project, because of course being a conference organizer, you're very how to say specific place, because you know mostly what all of your clients are doing, because you're talking, if you'd like to provide them the best support, and to provide them the best support as an event, you need to understand what they are doing on one or the other way, like in terms of somebody better, so you will meet somebody more. And these 4 principles, like putting in 1, 2, or 3 different types, but all of the projects that have been done and undergo had similar topics. So you had somebody who understand the clear picture. Why is this a problem? Explain to the people and work developing, and this connection between these two really created the successful part. So this is something that is excellent part. The problem that can be created from this is potentially creating silos, of course, because you have some people, like I said, when we're talking about silos, that means some people who have vast amount of knowledge. And that can be like a NOS product of everything. Like legacy issues are basically somebody built excellent system 30 years ago. It's not an issue, it's actually some good engineering job. But I wanted to ask you is, what role does leadership play in pushing as even changes across the organizational silos?
You mentioned silos, and I believe that one of the important roles of the leaders are to break these silos, to connect business and technology. This is something what is many projects crashed because of that non-alignment between business and technology. But what I always like to emphasize is that the leader that is living innovation and manage to create the human-centric organization is actually setting the stage for their organization to be the next success in this AI world. So I believe that innovation together with human-centric approach is actually creating results. aligning technology with strategy is also something what creates creates good platform for a success.
This is okay. This is excellent thing. What I want to ask as the follow-up of this, and of course, when you're talking about breaking silos as a leadership, that can be done for sure. But I think that possibly, maybe not, correct me if I'm wrong, this picture, let's say, complicates a little bit when you're part of multinational organization. So you have not only like structure inside of your company, but you also have multinational company. So my question to you, as somebody who has experience from two very big international organizations, what is your experience? How much more complexity does it go into picture if you are like part of multinational organization in these terms?
It gives a complexity, but at the same time there are a lot of ways how to break the silo.
Okay.
First of all, you need a very good sponsor from the board, a sponsor who is incorporated and who is also living for this innovation. That's one thing. The second thing, the best way to break the silo are center of excellence. So create center of excellence and put everything together, and that's something what can really help to break silos.
Yeah, this is something that I have seen that many, also like A1, I didn't know, even Unicas, Southeastern Europe, they're building like most of the companies bigger. They're trying to do so, right? Pfizer is doing that for the last 7 years, I think. So I think that possibly like center of excellence can be a way to choose. My last question for you, because before we have a closing remarks, is in the end, after all of this, what we have been talking, what is maybe some of the final advice, one or last advice or strategies that you would like to share with the people, how you can encourage AI innovation inside of organization?
I have to mention the other part of my career, and that's startups.
Okay.
I'm a supervisory board member of Telecom Serbia venture fund, and basically that's something what gives really good results. So engage with startups, try to work with startups who will with startups you don't have that deep learning or you don't have to deal with a lot of approvals. That's always, the administration is always, and bureaucracy is always issue in big corporations. So work with startups, try to do that. Organize hackathons. Give opportunity to young people to bring the idea on a surface. Also, as mentioned, create center of excellences. That's something what will also push the organization. And there are a lot of different impacts that you can work on, but I would name these 3-4.
Okay, my last question for you before we give a question for the public as well. What is your last book that you have read, and which movie you would like to propose for our listeners and our attendees to watch?
The last book was it's about Churchill. Boris Johnson, I forgot the name, but yeah, Me Churchill.
Okay.
That was the last book. The movie, I don't remember really.
You don't watch movie?
So. I have an issue. I always fall asleep when I start watching, but I don't know.
Okay, thank you so much. Can we have a big round of applause for Bojan Jovic? Thank you. Okay, is there any questions? We have a room for one question, perhaps from the public. Okay, Raisa. Okay, I should start speaking with all of the attendees by the name. That sounds very strange. When you need over 2,500 people at the room.
Thank you very much. My question is, you mentioned the two important factors like human-centric organization and innovation. I would just really be grateful if you a little bit could go in a little bit more detail when you mean like human-centric organization plus innovation, this combo. It's interesting. Thank you.
when I say human-centric organization, then I really believe that everything starts with people. So inhale the culture within the organization that will put your people in a driving seat. Invest in them, train them, upskill them, and they will return with the results. That's something what I really believe. AI is there, or innovation is there to help us to address issues that company is having, or where company wants to be. But the idea is coming from people. That's simple. I would say simple as that.
Okay, thank you so much. Is there any kind of other questions? Okay, thank you. If not, once more applause for Bojan. And as a small gift from the organizer side, I would like this certificate of appreciation.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for your time, Bojan.
Hvala.
Hvala.